Oh my god, what a turn, just triple Oculus trying to carry us through this game. And I mean, we will get a lot of creatures, but can they kill us already? Because now we can go for Fear of Missing Out, we discard this, we draw a card, because we deserve it, and now we reanimate Oculus. Man, this play is absolutely disgusting. 1 mana, 7/7, this is insanity, man. What is it? Oh my god, this is the third shelter by ghost on 10 cards. Please, I told you, there are always 3 ghosts sheltering. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are using one of the Pro Tour decks, and this one was played by none other than Gabriel, Nassif, and of course a lot of other players, because Jeskai Oculus was very popular in Pro Tour, and I really wanted to try the deck for myself in best of one. And I have to say, like, Oculus is absolutely not a fair card together with Helping Hand and Recommission, and the fact that you are getting Fear of Missing Out means that you very often get Delirium, which means you can double hit with Oculus, and it also helps you set up Oculus, because on turn 2 you discard Oculus and then you can reanimate it on the next turn, while also holding Spell Pierce or Torch the Tower or something else. With Proft and Eidetic Memory you can also pump all the creatures, so even non-Oculus creatures can be very threatening. This is a best of 3 list, you will get a full sideboard. We'll talk about all of this more in the outro, but for now I hope you will like it, and let's go to the ladder. Alright, we're going first. We have the way to discard Oculus, so that should be a nice start. Let's go for the Pallor. Yes, I will take it. We need the third land. Let's see the matchup. The matchup will be super important. We absolutely play this. Let's go for Fear of Missing Out. I hope they cannot hit the graveyard, so I will go for Oculus like directly. Of course, this land is Flute, so we wanted the third one, but we absolutely don't want the fourth one right now. I really hope they will tap. Alright, they did tap, which means... oh man, this is getting pretty serious. I will go for the Pain land. We could kill this, but I think we will go for like Amalia. I think this is just better. So we will swing first, before our opponent knows how much damage we will deal soon. And we go for our play. That hopefully will be good enough. This is a lot of tempo. We are wasting this, but they usually have a lot of engines to draw cards. Both of the cards, of course, are not good. They have a lot of engines to life gain, so usually you want to hit the creatures that actually do something when they life gain, because they have less of those, usually. Like they have Amalia, you know, the Pilgrim, Channeler, you know, this kind of stuff. So they have still quite a few, but less than the enablers. And now we can try to kill it nicely. How many cards? Not enough yet. And we definitely want to obliterate while we can. This exiles, so this doesn't die and it doesn't transform the counters, which is super huge. And now we can start attacking. We'll go for the fast land on this turn, so we can go for 5 mana on the next one. Loran is interesting. We can draw cards with her maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. I think we're in good position just because Oculus created basically a 9/9 for 1 mana. They're getting crazy with Amalia. We don't have the answer anymore. So we need to basically finish the game on this one huge tempo that we had. And they probably create a bat, right? That might be a problem. Because they will create a bat every turn, they will live gain every turn, and they already have the combo even. Oh man, they are actually good at Magic. What can we do here? I cannot discard anything. I cannot play the Oculus. If we attack with FOMO, we are not... well, we are actually getting value. Let's full swing. Let's full swing. And they will probably not block with this, I would guess. I hope that FOMO will die. So this is 6 damage. It's not the end of the world, but they will probably outscale us very quickly. And they have so much life gain. Huh. We don't really have plays. Well, I mean, what can we do? We don't have plays. And we are hitting all the wrong stuff, unfortunately, right now. We need one more card and we can play the Oculus normally. I should pay more attention to activating FOMO, but I think we discarded the right one. I'm not sure, maybe that was the wrong one. So they will... Alright. Okay, it's close, but I don't believe they have the full combo. But this is scary. This is very scary. But at least they are tapped fully, so maybe we can kill them on the next turn. I really hope we can. Or at least force a block from the Conqueror. I might even flip Loran. I think we will, because maybe we want to draw a card if nothing works. Yeah, like the fact that they're at 5 is really making a difference here. Okay. She doesn't fly, so I mean stabbed anyway. Alright, this hurts. This hurts, but that's kinda everything for this turn. This was their super big turn, but this bat is so annoying because they can keep chump blocking every turn the Oculus, and that's the biggest of our creatures. And they're getting so much value out of this. I don't believe it's infinite loop, yep. We have to swing all, and then we'll decide if we draw a card. We will be forced to defend soon. But we'll see. We have 5 cards, so if anything dies, we can cast Oculus, so that will help, and maybe we can reanimate another, depending on how they do it. Alright. Loran is hitting, not dying. So that's nice. Alright, 4 damage. Not enough, but we can start with this. Alright, FOMO. Definitely. Definitely. Now we discard the Oculus. Like, we need to do so much work on this turn. We play the Oculus, and we reanimate the Oculus. So we will actually play everything. Alright guys, we are going absolutely Oculus crazy. Is that good enough? I hope so. I really hope so. I should probably pay attention to types. Sorcerer and Instance are probably the easiest for us to create. We need 1 land. 4, 5. So we have a land. Okay, we go like this. This should be the best one. And now we go for the Oculus. Oh my god, what a turn! Just triple Oculus trying to carry us through this game. And I mean, we will get a lot of creatures, but can they kill us already? Scholar, of course. You always pick creatures because you can get them in a way. This can be in the graveyard. Maybe you can get it back with talent. And this will be in the graveyard as well. I mean, it doesn't make the biggest difference right now. I mean, this was a turn, but is it good enough? I hope they don't have combo, but doesn't really hit very hard because we have empty hand right now. And we're creating 3 creatures a turn and potentially drawing a card with Loran, especially if they tap. We can basically get 1 burst of power. Like, we can draw a card at the end step, then attack, and tap her again. So we basically get 3 cards and they cannot use any because they are tapped after their turn. So you can get like huge bursts of value. This of course still helps because it gives them life gain. It is a new creature, so they life gain, you know, this kind of stuff. But I hope they don't have enough. This is probably the card they really like. So, man, but if they kill 1 Oculus, we still have 2. This is so much. I have no idea who wins. I honestly have no idea. I'm a little bit scared of 4 mana, because that might mean Rise the Pass, but they actually have no creatures, so they cannot go for it. It feels like it's not Rise the Pass deck. They don't have the Gorehound, they have the Conqueror as combo, so they probably try to win with infinite combo. Maybe even Enduring Tenacity is in their deck. 2 mana to do nothing, that's nice. They can kill only 1 creature and that's it. Okay. Map tokens can also be nice. Let's see the attack. They are fully tapped right now. That's a big deal. Bro, like, they can life gain with Conqueror, but they will be at 8. And when they block with this, they will be at 9. I think we can kill through it. They will also get the bat. So it will be close. I actually don't know if we have enough, but we also get map tokens, so we can potentially pump by 2 damage. Yeah, and I think they realized it as well. I mean, we cannot block this, so we take the damage, it hurts, and we roll with it. I think we'll try to draw cards, man. Like, I'm not sure, but if we can get something good, maybe that pushes us, you know, through the edge, especially if we can kill one of the blockers. And they are fully tapped right now. Right, up to 9, and that's it, right? Let's draw cards. Loran, please. You need to do a lot of work here. Scholar. Alright, this is one of the cards. This is one of the cards that's super important. How do we do it? I need to click all of them, because otherwise it's easy to see. We also have Fear of... I think we can win, guys. I think we actually can win with this. I can get better value with this. I won't draw bad. Alright. So what we will do is try to split the damage. Spell Pierce. Not the card we want to draw, but the card that we want to use to pump creatures. We go on this, we go on this. Now we don't get this card. And I could go for Scholar. But we don't need... I mean, we won't really play anything realistically. So I think we have to go for this. We get the flyer, we get the lifelinker, and now we can full swing. It also means Fear of Missing Out untaps. Yeah, I think we have enough. And I probably should do this still, because that might give me Torch the Tower, so I could burn another blocker. We didn't, but it was still, you know, the play. And I think with this we should have enough, right? Because we get 5 and all of those small creatures. Maybe they were a little bit too greedy with attacking, but I guess this gives them life gain. Man, this game could not be close. I'm so happy we won this. Alright, our opponent is going first. Whenever you see talents, you always love the draw, because talent is probably like one of the most powerful cards for the deck. However, we don't have the other important card. Let's go for red. The other important card being Torch the Tower, because when you cannot kill their 1-drop on the play, you are so behind, it's crazy. Especially if the card is Warden of the Inner Sky, which is just insane card. I'm actually super happy they went for the talent. I don't think it's the right decision, to be honest. That gives us some buffer. Alright, let's play like this. Do we go Fear of Missing Out? We don't really have good targets here. It might help to block a little bit. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We will discard the land, probably. We have this mana, so we will go for it. Because it's pretty slow. Oh my god, we got the card. So... I will try to win this on value. Or at least a little bit of value. Because we can kill this easily. And they might not have enough creatures to start pumping it. By the way, our opponent just opened with double Shelter by Ghost on 9 cards. Absolutely legit. Oh boy. I'm sure I will definitely kill it, right? Alright, so what is the play here? Of course I cannot target it for the rest of the game. I need 5 mana to even hope to target it. However, I can bounce it. This could be interesting, which means we can go with this. That gives us a good permanent to bounce. And I think they won't be able to attack if we keep 2 blockers. Because we can double pump it. That means this needs to have at least 5 power. I mean, this is really good. So with this they can already start tapping. But they probably want 1 more creature. Because they still want to, you know, have the chance to attack with Warden if they pump it enough. But in the open mana they might not attack. Alright. So... I can get FOMO and reanimate Oculus. I think this is the play, and I think we'll win with it. Man, we will win against double Shelter by Ghost, I think. But they still have open mana, that's a little bit weird. What is it? Oh my god, this is the 3rd Shelter by Ghost on 10 cards! Please, I told you, there are always 3 Ghost Sheltering. So, That's weird. I actually have to kill it now. I didn't want to make this play, but in this situation, like, it's just necessary. And I think we will still win. It will be hard. It will be harder than I expected, but I think we can still do it. We basically will make the same plan on the next turn. We need to be careful so this doesn't, you know, get the vigilance and flying. Alright, good. Good. I really want them to pay so much mana because it puts them behind on tempo, and we need tempo right now. Haywire. They cannot do much. At least now. They won't attack. See, they cannot. We can go from... Yeah, we have to go for this play. This is just too good. So we go this. We cannot target the Warden. However, we can target Shelter by Ghost. At least this part is not protected. And this means we are getting FOMO. That means we are discarding Oculus. And that means we are getting it back. That's huge. That's super huge. I think we Recommission. Because this also means we can start attacking. I think we want to attack, right? I could also try to Spell Pierce and not attack on this turn. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. I will be greedy. I hope we can Spell Pierce. I'm not sure if that will happen, but, you know, maybe. They don't want to block this. So we will get them to 19. You know, not exactly super ahead, but we will take it. And let's check the types. This is actually super important. We have the land, instant, and sorcery. So this actually doesn't matter. But we can get this with the talent. And we actually have the talent and 4 mana, so this is a pretty realistic possibility. They can kill FOMO with Might, and we'll counter it. Man, my greedy play actually might win the game right now. I think this is game-winning play. So I'm so happy I left this one man. I was like, maybe, I guess they have one more Shelter because, but it was like, no, they will never do it. Well, here we go. Alright, our opponent is going first. This is not a perfect draw. I guess we get cycling with this. We might get Loran. Maybe we go... I mean, we need a lot of pieces, man. And we are on the draw, so I honestly think that this will be a very hard game for us. Like, being on the draw against Monorat, if you don't have instant removal, it's so hard. And of course our opponent has the perfect curve on the play, the sign of a winning player. And I think we have to go for Fear of Missing Out. It won't do much. Maybe Loran. Simply because maybe we can reanimate her if we miss, and we probably will. I really hoped for some Oculus, you know, gaming, but it is what it is. To be honest, Lightning Strike is probably the best case scenario because all the other cards are even better. Spell Pierce. Wish I had it before. I mean, let's keep cycling, right? We cannot hit anything, unfortunately, so we will just go with Fear of Missing Out. It's tapped, it's not perfect. What can you do? Instant Sorcery. We could discard this, but we're doing some cards, so this might help a little bit. This is okay card, but not insanely good. And we could Spell Pierce something. I honestly will go for this because I think we don't have time to set it up. It's super expensive because it's 2 mana on the draw, which basically means supreme late game. So honestly, I don't think we have time to set it up. It's too expensive. Like, I kid you not, it's too expensive. So I think we have to go for the hero. Because I hope we can trade a little... Oh, they didn't pump anything? Right, that's something I did not expect. Alright, good for them, good for them. Torch the tower. Loran has no targets, unfortunately. We can get this is a good value. but not much more. Like, it's not perfect. They don't have any pump spells, so that's something. I could go for this. Oh, this will probably be a death sentence. Like, if I play this, I would probably lose. Especially on Painland, but let's try. I think we're, like, in bad spot anyway. At least we can play the land, so maybe the next turn? Like, this was a good play, but is it good enough? I mean, we could attack twice, right? Whenever these creatures, if they're from untap it. I mean, I can attack once. This is pretty good. I guess basically like Vigilance right now. Oh, this is pretty cool as well. And I don't think we attack more. Like, we need to redefend, and most of all, I cared about Fear of Missing Out having decent stats, because they didn't have a pump spell on the last turn. That means Challenger cannot be pumped, it cannot draw cards, and maybe they cannot attack. And if they go only with Hero, that will be only 1 damage. So, you know, it's a rough spot, but I think this is like the best out we have. This gives them some issues, basically. And this draw from the top needs to basically save them. Yeah, they only attack with things that deal damage to us. But we'll go with it. They still don't have instants. Down to 3. Not amazing. Oh boy, we'll have to kill them. Nothing in the graveyard. Loran won't hit anything, unfortunately. Oh boy, I think we have to double attack. We cannot draw cards, right? With anything. To be honest, this is 1 mana creature. I think I will use it. Just because it's a creature. So we will go with the talent. But first we can just attack. I think we need to go for 2-turn lethal, otherwise we will never win this. And we are not drawing cards on this turn. They will take the damage twice. It's mono red. They don't have basically any kind of playing pattern outside of playing creatures and swinging all. And now I think we go with talent. And let's play it optimally. Of course, then we go Helping Hand, and then we hold either this or this. I think this is the best we have. We create 2 blockers. One of them only deals 1 damage, so maybe Nemesis won't hit, and we still have Spell Pierce and some interaction. Oh, right, I kind of forgot about this part. Of course, we don't get any value. Right. It's Recommission gets untapped creature. But, I mean, we are still doing it, because it helps lethal on the next turn. But it will be rough. There is a scenario where we win, and we still have Spell Pierce, but we cannot play both, so we probably will go for Distant Ain't Big Enough instead. And we cannot target 2 of their permanents. So what we will do is probably go with Otter. And don't forget, if they don't give this trample, we can try to bounce it to prevent the damage. So this is lethal, by the way, this is lethal. So I will go like this, because this prevents the most damage. Then they can block with Challenger, which is a huge problem. I could go to 1. I could legit go to 1. If they don't have instants, we will win the game, because we will be at 1. Alright, I need to think about this. I think we have an out. So if I bounce this doesn't deal damage, this deals 2, we are not dead. If they have pump spell, they will always win, so there's no point in, you know, solving the case if they have a pump spell. Yeah, I think this is the best play. If we bounce this, they replay it and block with it, which means we don't kill them. I think this is the best play. Like, this is a weird play, because we actually hit 2 our permanents and nothing from their side. If they draw instant, they will win the game. So this is the classic case of we are playing to some outs, and then RNG will decide if they drew it or not. And it seems that they drew it. Well, this had to be a very hard decision. Bro, they had lethal all this time. I tell you, man, there were no outs. Alright, we're going first, and we'll see what we will get. We can start nicely with talent. We also know that we will be able to cycle cards with Scholar and then recommission the Oculus. It's not perfectly on curve, so it will be a little bit slow. And we might get mana screwed as well, so not all perfect. Oh, I just missed 1 damage. You can make a comment about it. Yeah. But it shouldn't make a big difference. It will be mostly about, you know, just having all the Oculus value. Well, this hurts. This definitely hurts. We won't reanimate Oculus right now, but let's see the draw. Right now we cannot play cards, which is not perfect. However, they also made the whole play for this turn, so hopefully. Okay, this is extremely good draw. With this, we can win the game. And I honestly think we still go for Oculus. Well, towards the tower. I think we will get this for Slasher. Let's go Oculus, because it's such a perfect discard target. We deal 2 damage. We start to stack the board a little bit. We have the answer for Slasher very efficiently. We can even play this so we can hit a land. Alright. I could bounce those 2 and replay them. But I don't think we need to. I think we just swing. Oh, this is the mirror. I didn't. That explains the passage. I was like, why the passage? And doesn't seem like a Reenact the Crime deck yet, but who knows? I will definitely play Scholar, because right now they are 1 turn before Deadly Cover-Up. So we can basically try to stack some value. Those Scholars will get us a lot of value. Alright, the Tome. I can smell a fellow gamer. Absolutely love it. I could try to really pump the damage on this turn. They will draw a card. I don't have good targets. I think I will go for this play, but we need to tap differently. Let's go blue mana and white mana. I could also go for the Tome to slow them down. It's really tempting. It is really tempting. And now they need to also make a decision. If they want to draw the card, they will be fully tapped. And we know that we have free reign over this situation. Alright, guys. And they will draw the card. Can I pump Otters more? Alright, I'll take my one. Well, this is an interesting one, but you know what? I'll take it. If we get anything like Oculus, we can instantly discard it. We have Torch the Tower, so we have early game. We should be able to, you know, try to play the game out of this. It's not exactly what we want, but, you know, at least it has options. We definitely need lands. I think it's first Torch the Tower. We assume this was a 1-drop, and we killed it. Spellpierce is a very nice card here. Do we already go for Fear of Missing Out? I don't think we do. I think we'll wait 1 more turn. Spellpierce can be absolutely insane card here. Don't duress me, don't bat me. How important this is? This can hit super hard. Do they play Annex? Usually I think this version doesn't play Annex. I will go for it. This is a very scary card, and we will most likely be at 0 cards at some point, unless we draw very well. This is actually a very good draw. Oh my god. And we need a good... Man, this might be the best draw we could get. Because now we can go for Fear of Missing Out. Man, this is insane. We discard this, we draw a card, because we deserve it. And now we reanimate Oculus. Man, this play is absolutely disgusting. 1 mana, 7/7. This is insanity, man. Alright. This was a good turn. Oculus will die, but the rest we got basically for free. Oh, alright. Even though they will hit the last card, if they don't have a cut down, they are super behind right now. And thanks to the comments, I know that you can actually play it on empty hand and draw a card. Thank you, my commenter. Now I will know. So I think we attack here, right? Because we want to play the land. Yeah. Let's see what we'll get. This is insane swing. This is already 9 damage, man. I kind of feel bad for our opponent. Loran. If they play Annex, this could be amazing. If they don't, this will be bad. I think it will be usually bad. And we also activate the thing. So we draw a card. And the red cards are so good right now. Oh, and we have another helping hand. We can get this back with talent, so let's go for the coast. We cannot take back coast from the graveyard. So they kinda need to play sweeper right now, man. Sure, that is extremely good, but they will just die to double Oculus hit. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed those games, and I have to say, like, they were so close. Very often in many games I had no idea until the last moment who is actually ahead and who will win this game. In big deal, because you know the draws were super important. Whoever gets the power card gets extremely ahead, especially with this kind of deck where you have Oculus. Oculus is so much above all the other cards in this deck that it's just always a question, can you hit Oculus or the rest of your deck? And this will be a very big difference for you. And this is kind of the story of this deck today for me, because I had such weird draws, like, you know, like I drew triple Oculus like 2 games in a row in my like 10 top cards. Like, this was a weird day on the arena. So the shuffle went absolutely crazy. And to be absolutely fair, I tried this deck in best of 1. I personally deranked with it, but because the draws were so weird, I have no idea is that because the deck doesn't fit the best of 1? Could be a reason, or just the draws were so bad for me today that I went below the average. I cannot really tell, honestly. Like, it's very hard to tell with Shuffler. Is that RNG or just deck didn't work for you? And listen, before we wrap those absolutely all over the place thoughts in the outro, a huge thank you to all the patrons that allow us to make content every day. Thank you guys, it is super appreciated and it makes a real difference. So I appreciate it. I hope you are having fun on the channel. And yeah, back to the deck. It feels like sometimes it can be clunky and sometimes it can be, slow. It can be slow if you are on the draw against Mono Red, because basically you need few turns to set up Oculus. So if they open with Mouse into Double Strike, into like Nemesis, or, you know, another challenger into Monstrous Rage, you can be in some serious trouble. You have some removal, so you aren't helpless against Mono Red. You actually can do a lot against this deck. And don't forget, this is also 2 mana, answer. But sometimes if you don't get good draw, you will get overrun by Mono Red if they have good draw. So that's the story of Standard, right? Every deck kinda has this. Even Mono Red gets overrun by Mono Red if that had good draw and is on the play. So what I'm talking about. With Fear of Missing Out, the strategy is even stronger, and it also gives you access to Torch the Tower, which is absolutely amazing in current meta. And very often you have to draw it in the early game just to, get even with your opponent. And we even have nice sideboard with Pyroclasm, all this stuff. We won't really talk about everything, but, this is a professional sideboard. So here you go. It might come handy if you are going for best of 3. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun today, and that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow.